Okay, we are at our first fuel stop. We have gone a total of 377 miles on the first tank of fuel, towing the horse trailer there. And I'm with my dad here actually. He just got finished filling up the tank, and I thought his comment was interesting about the fuel cap. There we go, there's 28.292 gallons.
Don't drop it or it might blow away.
So what'd you say it looked like, the fuel cap?
It looked like off a Gatorade bottle or something.
So here we are with another full tank of fuel and another predicted 394 miles to go. Let's see how we do this time. All right guys, I just filled up. Here's my total. Just kidding. Maybe for that rig over there. This is our second stop. We're just about to Colorado. We're gonna fill up again. My fuel mileage has been down quite a bit from what I thought it would be. 11.8 is what I'm getting gas mileage, diesel mileage wise now. But we've been doing about 75, 80 miles an hour, so I expected a little bit less fuel mileage with the higher speed, but not quite that low. But it'll be interesting to see at the very end of this trip how accurate that is. So in the meantime, let's fill up here. That's just funny. It's so cute. Here's the second fill up, the total 26.530 gallons. So I've driven this truck 674.2 miles and used a total of about 55 gallons, rounded. So far the fuel mileage is adding up correctly, but we'll do a grand total at the end of the trip. Well, here we are, about 900 something miles later, and about 13-14 hours of driving. We're finally here in Colorado, and my average MPG actually came up a little bit. 12 miles to the gallon is where we're at right now, 12.0. And that's with 934.6 miles of driving. I filled up twice. I currently have about, a little over a quarter tank of fuel left. So we'll fill up tomorrow morning when we leave Colorado and drive straight through to our final destination in Utah. And that'll be the first part of this video segment, seeing what kind of fuel mileage we got going up there. So there's the horse trailer. But I figured doing about 75, 80 miles an hour isn't too bad for a trailer and a full-size truck like this. Honestly, I was expecting a little bit more, but I mean, getting up higher altitudes here, and I guess it really isn't that bad actually, but it's a beautiful truck. I love it. So anyways, we'll finish up this video once we get to Utah, and we'll calculate the fuel mileage based on how much fuel I put in it. We'll see how accurate it is. Here we are next morning. It's about 4 o'clock. Got another early start. We're getting into the mountains, so I'm refueling again before we go through the Grand Junction. Fuel mileage is gonna drop as expected. I'm down to 11.8 again, but prices are going up. There's $2.69. It was almost $2 a gallon in Missouri when I first started this trip. And once it clicks off, we'll add it up. You can never have enough reflectors, huh?
Yeah.
It is well lit though. But I didn't even stop it myself. It kicked off at exactly $68, so I'm gonna leave it right there. 25.196 gallons. You wanna put the little Gatorade cap back on? Sitting on the right there.
Which way do you screw it?
I think it goes in that way, yeah.
It's got one thread.
Alright. Hopefully it gives me a receipt. No receipt, so I'm gonna have to write that down. 25.196. Where are we at now? What's the tunnel?
Eisenhower tunnel. Let me try to keep this steady.
Steep 7% grade, next 7 miles. Is that going up or down? I'm guessing that's going to go down. Well, here we are in Utah. Nice, beautiful, scenic Utah. And this is the second to last fill up. Obviously, I'll fill it up one last time when we get to our destination and calculate the final fuel mileage on this truck. But as of now, we are at 12 miles to the gallon overall. Speed limit's up, so the speed is up. Right, Dad? Dad likes to go fast. He likes to go fast.
I like to go 60.
He's having a lot of fun figuring out how to use Facebook Messenger now. All right, let's see how many gallons it takes. There we go, 60 bucks, 24 gallons, $2.49 a gallon. My little Gatorade cap back on. There we go, back on the road again. Some beautiful scenery out here, I gotta say, I really like it. It's pretty. Another stop that's perfect on the dollar, 62 bucks and 63.854 gallons. So there we go. Now we'll just add up the total fuel used divided by the total miles traveled and have our grand fuel mileage total. And yes, I would like my receipt. Alright, so obviously I'm back home now. I'm still not on the road trip in my office here. But I wanted to document everything before I made the last part of the first part of this video series and be able to tell you exactly what the fuel mileage was in comparison to what the truck was reading. Now on the first trip we drove 1,567.5 miles and we consumed 127.88 gallons of fuel. Whew, that's a thirsty truck. So 12.3 miles to the gallon overall is what we achieved with the 2016 Ram 2500 with the Cummins turbo diesel, averaging about 75 miles per hour overall. But now the interesting part is going to be what's going to happen. Are we going to increase our fuel mileage by taking the trip a little bit slower with the horse in the back of the trailer? Or is the fuel mileage going to drop even though we're going slower, but because we have a 1,200 pound horse in the trailer, the fuel mileage is going to be a little bit less? This is going to be really interesting to see. So what do you guys think? Before I upload the second part of the series, I want to see what people think. I'm going to decrease the speed, but increase the payload by 1,200 pounds. So the average speed will probably drop about 5 miles an hour or so, but the weight is going to go up by 1,200 pounds in the trailer. What do you think? Is the fuel mileage going to decrease or increase? Let me know in the comments, and I'll upload part 2 here shortly.